back to my channel. My name is Marley. If you are new, we are doing an assumptions about me and how to not give a fuck, you know? Because that's our vibe. Shout out to today's sponsor, Hurela Hair, for this gorgeous wig. Oh my god, like this hair is like, y'all know I'd be like thinking I'm Beyonce. I try to match it with like the top or whatever, but I feel like this is a perfect like fall, but like you could wear it whenever. So I want to get back to get ready with me's, and if you're new here, what I usually do is what I usually do is I will do my hair and you guys vibe to music, and I will come back and do the rest of my glam. So that's kind of what we did today. I really hope you guys enjoy the video. The link to this beautiful, gorgeous, stunning hair, I mean, it's giving goth Beyonce. Maybe trashy Beyonce. Look at my boobs. Don't you love? Okay, everything will be linked down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. What is going on outside? Thank you guys for watching and enjoy this hot mess of a video. Yay! This every time, but this is my new favorite hair. It's weird too because I'm rocking the middle part. I don't always do that, but I think that it looks really good. Also, I want to hide the glue right here, but how pretty. Very pretty. All right, so let's put this on. And all the codes and the links and everything will be down below. I might put it into a style, I might not. I do think I'm gonna leave it like this, but it's very pretty. Okay. Again, don't clock this hairline right here. Okay. It's really giving cheetah girl. Oh my god, the vibes. We're vibing. Okay, let's get into these questions. Let's do an eye. I got a lot of requests to do the Eclipse smoky eye. I always like plan, and then like I kind of just let my hands just do the look for me, I guess. Oh my god, my under eye on camera looks so funny. Okay, so let's get into the first question. Again, I'm starting this thing where I'm not saying every single product that I'm using and what I'm doing. I kind of just want to talk and vibe. So it's a lot easier on me and makes it just more, I don't know, I guess entertaining for you guys, the viewer. Glam gang, I love you. Let's get into it, period. The first assumption was that I am a perfectionist, which is, I feel like is half true. I love when things look good. I'm like a chaotic perfectionist. Like, you guys see me, like, when I do my makeup or my hair or whatever, it's like, it's got to be perfectly out of place. I wouldn't say, I don't know, I feel like perfectionist has a negative connotation. I will say that I do hold myself to a certain standard. I have high standards for myself. I guess maybe some of y'all don't know, but I do have ADHD or some variation of that. It's, I don't want to get into it, but with that behavioral issue comes OCD. So I do like things where I put them. It's more of like a, why am I drawing a blank? Because I don't want to talk about it. It's more of a like control thing. It's not about it being organized. It's about I placed it there. It's how I want it to be. But generally, yeah, I to other people, I could come off as a perfectionist. I like things to look good. I'm a very visual person. I would say in some type of variation, I am a perfectionist. Ooh, that was so hard to admit. Oh my God. Next assumption, that I am an outgoing introvert. I'm trying to like think like what that means. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I'm an introvert in a way of I like my own space. I don't like people in my space. I know that seems like whatever because I do what I do, but like I am very territorial. I have, you know, not just now, but over the course of time have created boundaries. I see extroverts just like, I don't know, like they don't give a fuck about anything. They want you to come over. They constantly want people like in their house, in their space. They constantly talk about themselves. They're just, I don't know. When I hear extrovert, I hear narcissist. I hear just a vain ass narcissist, which I think that I come off that way, but I'm really not. So I guess that's half true. The outgoing part, I like to be social, but not all the time. I get very easily drained talking to people. And there's this thing about me where it's like, if somebody cross paths with me and like say like we're just, you know, Starbucks having a conversation, I sometimes feel the need to like do more than what I should because I don't want them to think that like, oh, she's mean, she don't fuck with me, she doesn't like me. I feel like people think highly of me and I need to like perform at that level every time. But now y'all know I'm fucking 30 years old. I run a business. I run all my different personalities. Like, there are days where I don't want to talk to people. And see, like I grew up like, dare I say like groomed to be like that perfect little like smile, say have like nice manners and like just tap dance for people, for them to like me. And I grew up thinking that like as a girl, as a woman, as you know, like whatever, I grew up thinking that like to be sociable and to be liked and to do and to perform in a way for people, how people perceive you to be, that was, you know, that's the way to be. So now, you know, the punk rock in me is just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So yeah, if you see me in Starbucks and I got my hat on, I got my sunglasses on, I got my mask on, if you do say something to me and I give you a one-word answer back, then that shows you, you know, let me grab my drink and be on my way. Now I'm at a point where like, if I go to a party and I want to go home, bitch, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm a Scorpio. I will leave and not tell nobody. You go see me taking selfies on my couch, posting it on my story. Y'all gonna be like, damn, but where did Marley go? She went home. I can't. Next assumption. You are the baddest and spookiest babe around. Oh, that's so nice. I guess that's true. Next assumption. You care a lot, but it's hard to show that to people you're not sure if you can 100% trust. Now, see, I know I don't know how to read, but so basically it's saying I care a lot, but it's hard to show people that I care. Nah, hold on. What does this say? I care a lot, but it's hard to show that to people because I'm not sure if I can trust them 100%. Yes, that is correct. That assumption is on point. I have learned that it's not even about, how can I say this in a way that like, because it's in my brain, but I don't know how to say it. It's not about if I trust you or not. It's not about loyalty or any of these things. Like, you know how people are like, I can't believe you would think I would do that. It's not about what I think, it's about what you're capable of. And people are capable of anything. Y'all know I love true crime. I watch true crime all the time. There's literally thousands of stories of people getting killed, murdered by their best friends, murdered by their spouses, murdered by anybody on the street. There's, you know, we all watched Mean Girls. Like, it's not about if I think you're a good friend. It's about if you were to turn on me, what the fuck am I gonna do? Which has happened to me so many times. So I'm definitely at a point where I have a boundary. I have in my head, if I keep everyone like this, you know, if I keep everyone at a distance, nobody can hurt me. Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? And I think that maybe at first it can seem like, oh, Marley don't really fuck with me like that. It's like, no, it's not that. It's just, well, it could be that shit. But it doesn't matter how much I can trust you. It's just that people are capable of anything. I barely even trust myself, okay? I used to smoke cigarettes and literally every day I would be like, this is my last cigarette. Every cigarette would be like, this is my last cigarette. This is my, to the point where I'm like, bitch, go ahead, say it, get it out the way, because it sounds nice, you know what I'm saying? Off topic, but so I guess that assumption is true. You gotta do what feels right and listen to your gut. Not to say that I am traumatized, but literally since birth, I've been violated by so many people to the point where like I could love someone, but I'm gonna keep you right here. Like, I'm gonna keep you right here. And that's just what it is. Am I gonna be that way for the rest of my life? I don't know, maybe, but that's just, it is what it is. Not saying that y'all need to be that way, but when somebody, like, say like somebody asks you like a question, it could be anything. It could be like, what did you eat this morning? And you feel like, this is a Scorpio talking, but again, this is how not to give a fuck. And you're just like, she don't need to know that. Why do she need to know that? You don't have to answer. Nobody can tell you what to do. The only thing that you have to be committed to in life is eating, taking a shit, sleeping, and paying taxes, and dying. Nobody in your circle, nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody, and especially not these bitches on the fucking internet. I'm sorry, like, nobody can tell y'all what to do. Anyway, this video is a mess. Okay, next assumption. That you tell every man you with that you don't need him and will not be a wifey. I'm fucking dead. Is the man hating? Is it that strong? Is it that? It's that. It is, probably. I won't say that I tell them that, but I definitely, and that's probably why, like, I don't know, I get that you're so intimidating to men, or, you know, my mom is always like, you can't, like, anytime I tell her something, or like whatever, she's just like, you cannot talk to men that way. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't need anybody. Like, if you come into my life, it's because I want you in my life. I think that what happens, not exactly men per se, but just people in general, like, people talk a good talk, you know, and they'll make it seem like you need them, but in all honesty, you don't. And as for wifey, y'all know I am not domesticated. I mean, I could be, and I am in some ways, but if I was to wake up tomorrow with a whole family with mouths to feed, and like I would have to wash my husband's laundry and cook him food and pack him lunch while he goes out to work, and I have to go to work too, absolutely not. Like, I'm the unconventional wifey. I can take care and like nurture whatever, but am I gonna be like your maid and your chef and like at your beck and call like the rest of these? Absolutely not. Next assumption, you're an atheist. Oh, let's address, I'm not beating these allegations. It's not that I'm an atheist, it's just the fact that like, I've studied every religion. Y'all know I'm a nerd. I study every religion, and I think that like it's good to believe in something. I think that us as human beings on this earth, we need something to believe in, or else there would be chaos. There would be chaos, more chaos than there is right now. I feel like when people, you know, when people are like, do you believe in God? It's like they're really asking, are you a Christian? And I'm not. I was raised that way, but I'm not. But does that mean I'm trying to convert all of y'all to like whatever? If you like really look back at like, or just like look at content on my channel, I don't talk about religion. I want y'all to be free to do whatever it is that y'all want to do. So me personally, am I, I'm not answering the question. Am I an atheist? I guess. 'Cause my main thing is, y'all, okay, quick story. Younger in Bible study, and I got to this realization that, you know, I was reading the room in private school. I was the only black little girl, right? So I'm looking around the room. The teacher was especially mean to me. We all know why. And we would just learn these things, and I would just be like, wait a minute. So like one time we were watching this thing about how white Jesus was walking on water to save the white woman who was drowning, I guess. I was like, why can Jesus walk on water and my daddy can't? I feel like that's a logical question. Y'all, they done fucking, not only did I get fucking backhanded, but yeah. I feel like with religions, or anytime there's a valid question asked, it's kind of like, don't question the faith or whatever like that. But it's like, anyways, that's another, am I atheist? I guess so. I guess. I'm not confirming or denying that assumption, because it's just too much. I already know after this I'm gonna get some comments. People already think that like I'm a Satanist and all this other stuff. I will say that like the Bible is one of my favorite books. It's one of the first books I ever read, and it's such a, that and like and just like the art and the poetry of it, I love so much. Do I live and breathe by the Bible in this economy? Absolutely not. So I guess I'm an atheist, I don't know. Next assumption, I assume you always smell good and have cat hair somewhere. Yes, I have 2 cats. There's always cat hair everywhere. And I do like to smell good, actually. Oh my God, this is so hard. I'm not even done with my eye. Next assumption, you're a top. Fine. I guess you could say I'm like a power bottom. I don't know. If we're talking sexually, I like to be dominated. But in life, no. And I think that's why I guess they say, because you know how like politicians, those are the ones who like, because they are the ones like asserting power in like everyday life. But they're the ones going to like the sex dungeons and like to be tied up and shit like that. I don't know. I guess I'm a verse top, power bottom. We'll say that. I know I give such top energy, but like, I don't know. I feel like it takes a very strong entity to, for me to like, I don't know, be submissive to. But if I was to take accountability, I am a pillow princess. I don't want to do anything. I want to lay there and be worshipped. Doesn't everybody? No, I guess not. You're a hopeless romantic. Oh, is it that obvious? I am, but not in like the most non-toxic way. For me, romance and love is just, it's so subjective. You know, like what I find romantic to somebody else could be, you know, not as, it could be just like what, but like, yes, I am a hopeless romantic, which again, I feel like has a negative connotation, because it makes it seem like you're just gonna accept whatever, you know? You're just gonna like, I don't know. You guys know I love poetry, so I'm definitely like a verbiage person. Like I need someone to tell me, you know, I need the affirmations. Same time, like I know better than to like, oh, you know, he says he loves me, you know what I mean? Or like, because people will say one thing and do another, and that's another thing too, especially with men. Men can talk a good talk, you know what I'm saying? But you really gotta watch people's actions. It's so hard to be like romantic and want romance from like men my age, or like just anybody in general my age, because I feel like all that shit is like dead. What people think is romantic is really like fucking toxic, you know? So whatever, don't like this, so I'm just gonna do a smoky eye, so bear with me. Next assumption is that I am a rich sugar baby. Ooh! Will I beat the sugar baby allegations? I don't think so. What can I say to beat these allegations? Well, first, answering the question, I am not a sugar baby. Do I want to address this? Whatever. No, because he doesn't. No, because he's not my sugar daddy. And I don't like that term. I don't like that term, sugar daddy. If y'all ever hear me say it, I'm joking, because I think that like I am a daddy's girl. Like I have a biological father that I still call him daddy. So that has ruined any sexual whatever fantasy that I have for calling an older man daddy. I would never disrespect my father. Oh, that sounds so weird, but I would never disrespect my dad by calling another man daddy. My dad found out I was calling these men daddy. Oh my God, like, oh no. I don't even think he would talk to me. He would not talk to me anymore. Trust me, I have tried to be a sugar baby so many times. Y'all don't even know, like I've been down bad before and like get that opportunity where it's like, damn, I could finesse some money off this man. And it will get to like whatever, we go on a date and like I will find a way to like not end up with him or whatever. And actually, let me tell this story. And he had to be like 55 or whatever, which is like, that's, you know, it's up there. Cause he didn't live in my town, but we had the agreement that, you know, I would FaceTime and call him and, you know, all that stuff, send him pictures. But mind you, like I have a full-time job. I have a job. Like I cannot give my time and energy to all of that. Like I can't do that. I can't do that. Especially when like I don't like you like that. Then it came time to give him some sugar. Okay, it came time for the baby to give the daddy some sugar. And I literally started crying. I was in my bed crying because I was like, how the fuck are these bitches fucking people that they don't want to? Like I personally, no shade. I'm not no shade. Do what you gotta do. We all did what we needed to do to get to where we're at, okay? A job is a job. We all clock in to a job that we sometimes don't want to do. I have many sex worker friends. Me personally, that type of occupation is not for me. I cannot have sex with somebody that I am not sexually attracted to. I'm not doing it. Not to say that like, will I ever not do it if I want to? And I think that we need to end that stigma of, oh, she only doing that because she down bad or she really need the money. It's like, no, it's not even that. It's just, I'm gonna do what I wanna do and I don't wanna do that. So I'm not going to. Now, in the past, have I had men send me money? Yes, but I never gave them any sugar for it, so that doesn't count. So, and let's address another thing. the sugar baby, the mommy and daddy money, oh, Marley's family got money, all these other allegations are just, let's cut it out. Like, I work so hard for what I do. I am not a scammer. I have people ask me if Glam Goth Beauty is a front for whatever. It's not, okay? I do all my shit. Ooh, I was about to lie. I'm a professional. I do what I do. I do everything that I need to do to sustain what I have by myself. Does, you know, if I really need the help, can I go to my mom and dad? Yeah, sure, of course. That's what the fuck they're there for. Y'all, live with your parents for as long as you fucking can, okay? I'm telling you, because all of this shit is a fucking scam. It's such a scam. Rent, bills, it's all a scam. Live with your parents for as long as you can tolerate them. I promise you. Any older person will tell you, if you have a great relationship with your parents, you don't know what you want to do in life. I'm getting off topic, but you don't know what you want to do in life. Why the fuck would you move out to do what? Invite boys over to fuck them, to suck their dicks without your mom being downstairs so you can throw parties? No. If you are in a good environment, and I don't know, in like African culture, I feel like any other culture except for like American culture, you will see that, like, you go to somebody's house and the grandma, the aunt, the nieces or nephew, they all contribute to the household. Do what you gotta do, and I'm not saying use people and use whatever, but like, if you have a family that loves you and supports you, stay. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? And if you do have an older man who wants to give you money and help, you know, whatever, take the fucking money. Like, what the fuck? Like, girl, stop. Like, I ain't stupid now. I ain't stupid. Look, I'm a businesswoman. I don't have sugar daddies. I have investors. An older man or woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, an older man sees me and sees what I'm about and wants to give me money. I'm gonna say no. Fuck no. Hell fucking no. And we also need to end the stigma of dating older men for money. I've dated lots of older men before, and I feel like, not to be like whatever, but I just respect them more than men my age. Men my age are fucking dumb. They're gross and disgusting, and most of them are fucking bums. So yeah, sometimes I will date older men because I feel like I can have conversations with them. I feel like we're into, you know, we can relate to stuff more, and that's fine. Just because somebody's dating an older man, that doesn't mean that like it's a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship. Just thought I would say that. Okay, let me do this other eye and then I'll come back. Next assumption, now that we are smoked out. Y'all can't really see how, like, it's kind of fucked up, but we love that. Next assumption is that I don't want any kids. I don't know why y'all keep saying that, like y'all don't see Raphael and Lily on here every day. Those are my children. Those are my children. Do I want kids? Yes and no. If I was to wake up to 2 human children, I would be like, y'all gotta get out of my house. Y'all gotta go. Like, I don't care. Y'all gotta leave. I used to think that I wasn't gonna be a good mom until I got Raphael. And then I was like, oh, I am a great mother, because any other person would have taken him to the motherfucking pound. It would have been like something wrong with it. This is not my cat. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to give birth. I'll say that. I do not want to give birth. I grew up watching my mom have maybe 7 miscarriages, which is, if you ever had a miscarriage, that is, you know, and I was really young. I don't want that. Because, you know, your parents are kind of like, usually shit is passed down, and I do honestly feel like, not to call myself a whore or anything, but I feel like if I was to have children, it would have happened already. I feel like we're in a time where, like, we don't need to have them if we, oh, that's really pretty. We don't need to have them if we don't want them, if we're not, you know, I feel like that's more on the man. The men want to have kids because they want to continue their family lineage and pass down the family name. I've met a lot of women who have no desire to have children. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you been outside? It's ghetto as shit out there. I'm not bringing no kid into this. Absolutely not. I do think I will adopt though, but not right now. Maybe in like the next lifetime. No, maybe in 40, maybe in another 10 years, maybe. But I'm not giving birth. I've made that conscious decision already. Michelle, Marley, whoever I am, is not carrying a baby. I can't even picture, and you know it's so weird, I used to think that there was something wrong with me because I did not have that maternal want, that feminine urge to give birth. I think that if I was to look at my, like, I can't even picture myself pregnant. I can't see it. Like, even thinking about it, I'm getting sick. Like, you know, and that's not to say, I used to think that was weird, but that's not weird. It's not weird. I do not have the urge to give birth. I think, like, what? I'm gonna be like with my legs open and people shit them fucking selves. If I was giving birth and shit started to come out of my ass, I would, y'all gotta go, y'all gotta get out. I would deliver the baby myself. Like, I practically raised my little brother. My little brother was 10 years old. I was 10 years old when my little brother was born. And to the point where, like, he was calling me mom. I was like, little boy, I'm not your mother. So I feel like I've gotten out the urge to do that. I hope that doesn't sound like weird or whatever, but I don't want to give birth. But I do want to adopt, or even, you know, do I dare say I will be the baby daddy if I do end up with a woman partner. She can give birth. We'll find a way to do, you know, technology now is like, but I for one am not, it's just not happening. There's nothing wrong with, I feel like, you know, I do feel like Raph and Lily are my children, and I'm a single mother, and it is a lot. It's a lot right now. I feel like in this day and age, like, pets are the new kids, and like human children are like an exotic animal. It's like having a tiger in your house. You're like, girl, like, you got a fucking tiger? Like, how does that work? Like, especially like if I'm not, like, not to say my parents were in love, but I've always had that family dynamic. I've always came home and like, or just like been sitting at home and my dad comes home and he's like, you know, how was school? And I'm like, school sucks, you know what I mean? Like, I would want that dynamic. Not even like mother and father, but I do, this may sound fucked up, but I feel like you have to have some type of help. You have to have some type of, even if it's like you got a grandmother that like you can drop the kid, like you cannot raise a kid by yourself. I mean, you can, people do it all the time, but like it's gonna be really hard, it's gonna be really tough. Kids take a lot of money, and I have not anger issues, but like when Lily gets to meowing, y'all see me like, and it's an everyday thing. I'm like, girl, please shut up. Like, and if I have kids, what they gonna eat? Who's gonna take care of us? What? I don't want kids. I'm still a child. Who's gonna feed? I can't even feed myself. If you really think about it, going back to like primitive, whatever, I have childbearing hips, which gives me unwarranted attention from men. And it's just like it's just a animal instinct or whatever. But it's so weird because like I have the boobs and and I don't want it. I'd be having to tell men, no, I'm not gonna be your baby mother. No. You get me pregnant, they're not gonna find you anymore. No, ooh, I can't put that in there. Next assumption is I have a hard time making friends. I don't think I have a hard time making friends. I feel like I make friends fairly easily. I do feel like friends have a hard time keeping me. Like, I feel like the assumption is that I have a hard time keeping friends, but friends have a hard time keeping me. Because when I tell you I'm not with that weird shit. I'm not with that fake shit. Like, especially now, like high school is high school, whatever. Everyone, you know, had their, you know, like, oh, she doesn't like her. It's always like something, but I'm my own person, and I feel like friends always want me to be who they see me as, and it's just not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that. And I also feel like, I don't know, just from like past experiences, I'll befriend somebody and all of a sudden they want to take on, how do I say this? I don't want to say they want to be me, but like it just starts getting weird. It starts getting fucking weird. You know, and like it's just, I can't take it. I realize now that like friends don't define who you are. And there's also this weird association with like when you see, like I hate it when I'm out somewhere and somebody, not now, it doesn't happen now, but like before, like when people see you, they'd be like, oh, where's so-and-so? And it's like, why are you asking me about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you can't be an individual when you have like a best friend. People just group you together. So if there's a scandal with your friend, then all of a sudden it's like, what did he say? She's like, why? How I get in it? Like, why am I in it? When people get disrespectful, when I see people being sneaky, the jealousy, that all that shit, it's when people be on some weird shit, you're not gonna see me no more. I've done all of that before. I've done it before. I've done the toxic group thing before, and that shit is not, it's not for me. People, some girls like that shit. Me for one, I don't like that shit at all. Even with this, like I don't want y'all to be me. I don't want y'all to be whatever, like you can only be you. You know what I'm saying? When you try to be someone else or want to take on, or you think that like you can, oh, if she do it, I can do it better. It's like, no, you can be you trying to be someone else. That's what everybody else sees. Like, so, you know, no shade, I'm just saying. All my locals back home watching this like, she talking about me. Maybe so. Okay, let me throw some lashes on, and then a lip, and then I'm gonna answer like 2 more questions because I feel like this video is really long, and then I want to give my like just my final whatever, because people will always make assumptions about you, and you gotta, you know, you gotta not give a fuck. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Just threw on some Rockstar lashes. I did Goth, ow. I did Goth Majesty Oblivion liner, Goth Majesty lipstick, and then I put Salvation just in the middle to give me a cute little pout or whatever. Next assumption is I'm quiet when I meet new people. I think it just depends on my mood. I think that y'all see, well, not all the time, but I do kind of record myself when when I feel like talking, but the Marley that y'all see is not who I am all the time. I'm generally very observant. I'm always just like this, and not silently judging people. It may come off like that, but no, I don't, and I feel like, I don't know if this is like an LA thing, but people in LA talk a lot. They talk a lot, and I don't say more than like what I need to, you know, so maybe it can come off that way, but so I guess that assumption is true, because I gotta see what you're about. I gotta see, you know, like it's like that tweet where it's like, why are you being so shy? And it's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Break dance? Like, you know, it's like constant need to like entertain people. It just depends on like my mood and like my environment or whatever. Next assumption. You wake up late as fuck all the time. I guess that's half true. I'm not a morning person. Lately I have been, because my life is demanding me to be that, but I won't say I wake up late. You know, I wake up when I want to. I've created like a life for myself where I can wake up at any time. What am I doing? Do I like this? Or should it go back to how it was? It's just like needs more oomph. Okay, I'm just gonna hairspray it up. Even if I wake up at like 2 p.m. and I have a full day and I don't go to sleep until like 2 a.m., like everything I need to do still gets done. So I think we need to, again, end the stigma of, you know, people who don't wake up at the ass crack of dawn, you know. Like the other day I woke up at like 7 a.m. and I was like, I feel like a fucking psychopath. Like, who's up this early? There are people who need to wake up early because that's, you know, they like that. Me, I personally don't like that. So I guess it's half true. You have learned to appreciate alone time. Oh yes, for sure. I used to never be home. I was never a homebody. I was always out doing something, out with somebody. Like, this is the first time in my life where I am by myself, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I'm loving it. I've gotten to know parts of myself that like I would never know if I was with somebody else. Oh, but I made that part right there. Motherfuck. I don't even know if I like this. I feel like when you're alone, you know, you don't need to fill the space. That's another thing too. I'm not somebody like if you're with me and I'm not talking, people seem to think that like, oh, you know, she's mad or she doesn't like me or whatever. But it's just like, if we can't sit in utter complete silence with each other, then yeah, you know, that's another form of like intimacy. I don't know what to do. You know what it is? It's too much. There's too much powder right here. That's what it is. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna end it right there because I feel like this video was like all over the place and so long. To end the assumptions about me and how to not give a fuck is you have to let people assume what they want. Whatever people's fantasy they have of you, let them wonder. Let them, as long as it's not disturbing your peace, like you can't care. You can't, or you're not gonna survive. You're gonna drive yourself insane. Like, all the assumptions of me that I'm like this sugar baby, I'm like this bimbo, I come from, you know, this rich family. If I constantly addressed every assumption of me all the time, like, I would be miserable, and clearly I'm not. So fuck it. I truly feel like not giving a fuck comes with a certain level of confidence, and confidence is something that you build. I don't think that anyone on this planet is born with confidence, but you've got to build your own confidence for yourself. The one assumption I always get is, I thought you were mean, you look so mean, you look so serious, and then like they come to find out like I'm a fucking cartoon. You thinking that I'm mean or thinking that like, you know, whatever, I'm a Satanist or whatever, as long as you not disturbing what the fuck I got going on right here, why should I care? You've got to tell yourself every single day, no matter what people think of me, I will love myself. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I have to say this was very fun. I'm very excited to edit this back and be like, girl, this is a mess. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!